So good evening, everybody. It's great to be back here and learn together. But before we begin our regular program of Musar studies, I want to just address an issue that has not only been on my mind, but has been on the mind of the entire religious world for the past week or so. And as many of you have seen, I've certainly seen it not only in social media, but even in very, very publicized news media, big sites. There's demonstrations. Now, in particular, it is religious, or at least religious-looking people, and we've discussed numerous times, don't judge people by the clothes they wear. And don't judge people by, by necessarily by who their community is. But you're dealing here with an enormous group of people, not a large majority of the Torah observant community, maybe 3% of the Torah observant community, who have gone to the streets to demonstrate policies of the State of Israel. I don't want to get into the specifics, and I don't want to get into the details of who these people are. But I feel it's important for the honor and respect of Torah for me to just simply to address here to our group here, and some of whom have asked me, how can it be that this is the way a Torah community acts? They make demonstrations, they're blocking buses, they're blocking traffic, they're throwing things, they're damaging property. So let me just say something straight from the top. This is not conduct of Torah Jews. And anybody who has even a scent of Torah in them would not act like this. Our sages have declared so many times, Derachea darchei noam, the way that we deal as Torah Jews is with a pleasant way. We don't burn garbages, and we don't do things that are not peaceful. You want to demonstrate, there are ways to demonstrate without stopping traffic, and there are ways to demonstrate without burning down things, and without hitting people, and without damaging property. This is craziness. So yeah, they might look religious, but I want you to know one thing. These are not what Torah Jews are about. These are not the ways people who study Torah act. And it's a very slim minority. A very, very slim minority. But still, we've all seen people hugging Ahmadinejad, right? Who look religious. But most of us have enough common sense to say, you know what? There are lunatics in every group, right? Sadly, this is a large group of lunatics, right? These are people who aren't acting in the way of Torah. Albeit they look like they're from the Torah community, they're not acting like Torah Jews. And therefore, the Torah community is repulsed by their actions and is compelled, like I am here, to demonstrate their demonstrations. This is wrong. This has no scent of Torah. Nothing. And this is not the way we act. It's not the way we act. This is not the way a Jew acts. It's not the way... It's a terrible, terrible thing. It taints those who do study Torah and those who do act in a way of Torah. It taints the image people have on them, which should be pristine and holy and dignified. So, I hope none of you see it on any more news feeds. I hope this nonsense is over. These people should go get themselves a job or go learn some Torah and see that their ways are not the way the Torah wants us to act. These are not the ways of the Torah. These are not the way we should act as Jews who have the tremendous privilege not only to live in the land of Israel, but to study Torah in the land of Israel. This is not the way they should act. So with that, my friends, Hashem should bless us that we should see the times of Mashiach speedily in our days. The only consolation I could say is that it says in the prophets that at the time, actually in the Talmud it says, that at the time of the coming of the Messiah, such things will happen. So we hope that this is the time and that this ends very, very quickly. Amen. And hopefully we'll see Mashiach b'mehera b'yameinu really speedily nowadays. Amen.